Hello and good evening, Live Talks Live Nation. My name is Anita and I'm going to talk with you today about entrepreneurship. Hi, good evening. I'm sorry, I just realized I had the camera in the wrong direction. Let me start again. My name is Anita and I'm going to talk with you today about our topic, entrepreneurship. My coaches have already this week guided you through the topic entrepreneurship in a fantastic way. They have shared with you their own stories, their own problems, and their own struggles and ways and successes in becoming a successful entrepreneur. Now, let's look at the word entrepreneur. What does it actually mean? Where does it come from? Entrepreneur derives from the French and means entreprendre. I'm sorry, please excuse my French if I pronounced it wrong, but entrepreneur actually in English means the undertaker. So the undertaker is someone who undertakes an enterprise or a project or a business. And entrepreneurship is not something that is a new era word or something that just comes from our world and with people like Richard Branson or Steve Jobs. Entrepreneurship has been around throughout history. We can look at it and start from Christopher Columbus over even to Michelangelo. Those people were all entrepreneurs. Now, what do entrepreneurs do? Entrepreneurs see the future, and they see the future in a clear vision, and they bring it to you, to me, and to everyone. They're keen and they're willing to live an abnormal life. An abnormal life meaning they're keen to work and to go and work towards their passion, to the goal that they want to achieve, while everyone else is partying, going on holidays, and having a fantastic life. You see, most people, they don't want to take entrepreneurship, even though they love to do it, because of the fear of failure, but mostly because they say they don't have enough money. Somehow the conception in our mind when it comes to being an entrepreneur always includes having a lot of money, a lot of capital to invest in whatever enterprise you want to undertake. But by the end of the day, it doesn't really come down to capital, because capital follows money. In that case, you are the money, meaning if you are going with your strength and if you utilize your skills in a very, very smart manner and you create a business that gives a solution to the problems of your clients, you will generate money. So people eventually are going, big financial institutions, banks, whoever, sponsors, they're going to see that whatever it is that you have to offer, whatever project it is that you have to bring to this world, the value that you have to bring to this world, they will see there is money involved. So they will invest in you. Hence, capital follows money. So do not worry if you want to undertake an enterprise that you don't have enough money. I like to share my story with you, so that you can see actually what I understand under entrepreneurship in my personal experience. 2 years ago, I pretty much hit rock bottom. And in every sense you can imagine. My 8-year relationship broke, I was engaged, we split up. I was in a job where I really wasn't happy, and I knew I had to make a major change in my life. What I did is I traveled to Bali with my sister and our friend, and we ended up eventually in a surf camp with so many different people there. And most of these people were entrepreneurs, and not necessarily entrepreneurs that had a massive amount of money or a massive amount of capital under their disposal. But what they had was a passion behind what they did. There were graphic designers that went in the morning surfing, and then in the afternoon they were working on their laptops and creating designs. There were fashion designers buying materials in Bali and creating their designs and selling them abroad. So these people really triggered something in me, because I always knew I wanted to do something different. I always knew I wanted to bring value to this world, but I didn't know what skills I had that could actually make money out of this, because an entrepreneur is someone who makes money. It's not just someone who claims himself to be an entrepreneur because he runs his own business or because he does something on social media. An entrepreneur is someone who really creates value, and this value brings him money. And he has clients, right? Because without clients, you actually do not have a business. So those people really changed my life. I understood finally how I wanted to live. I understood that I don't want to be sitting 9 to 5 until I die in an office and live like this. No, I wanted to make something different. So this journey really took me from understanding how I want to live. And now I had to think, okay, but I know now how I want to live, but how do I want to make the money? I didn't understand how this was possible. But what is really funny in this life, we all have a purpose, right? So if you are meant to be an entrepreneur, there are some people who are not meant to be an entrepreneur. It doesn't mean that there is a sort of a value to you that you are bad or good. No, some people are simply happy having a regular job, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? But for me, it wasn't the case. So my life took me step by step by step to where I am today, being a coach, being a motivational speaker. And I did things that I never thought I could do, speaking in front of hundreds of people for over an hour and motivating them and keeping them in check, right? I never thought I could do it. I was scared out of my mind of public speaking. But in the end, I did it. There's a phrase that Richard Branson said, actually, to go back to a current entrepreneur, right? He said, even if you don't know how to do it, still do it and figure out how to do it later. And this is really true. You don't always have to know how to do things, just go with it. And I would like to share with you 6 ways on how you can start if you really want to be an entrepreneur, how you can get and wrap your head around it, and how you can start to actually think, okay, what are the necessary steps I need to take? Number 1 is your unique business idea. I'm sure you have something that can bring great value to this world. What is it that you would like to do? Is it products? Is it a service? Is it consultation? Is it being a contractor? What is it that specifies you that you can give that is value to the world? Secondly, identify your ideal client. And this is so important because your ideal client is your niche. You got to know and breathe your ideal client. You got to know better than your family or your best friend. How does she or he live? What kind of dreams do they have? What problems do they have? What kind of solutions are they looking for? Okay. And then the next thing that you do is you're creating your incredible product. You're creating your incredible consultation or whatever it is that you are doing towards and marketed towards your ideal client. Yeah. The next step that you, of course, do, having an ideal client and having an ideal product alone is not going to bring you money. So what do you have to do is you have to market it. Internet, social media, go out there, sell it, make it work for yourself. Yeah. And the next thing you got to do to stay in that mind frame of an entrepreneur is find a role model. I'm sure there is someone out there who does what you would like to do and does it in a fantastic and successful manner. So go and check out what are they doing? What are their thoughts? What do they do every day? How do they approach their fears? How do they approach their failures? How do they approach the enterprise that they are doing? And mirror them. And then also what is really important, what I figured out for myself, is mingle with like-minded people. With the more people you're mingling with that have the same focus in life and the same vision like you, the more realistic it becomes for you to succeed. Because if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, let's say, and you're mingling with people who are not having that same vision and who are not having the same idea for their future, which is not a bad thing again, but you won't get there because their mindset is different than yours and they won't be able to help you in any sense. And you have to also be really understanding one important thing, that while you are pursuing your entrepreneurship, you will have a lot of opposition. Let it be failure, let it be people not believing in whatever it is that you want to do. Remember one thing, the airplane takes off against the wind, and so will you. You are not born to just pay bills and die, okay? And you're also not born to be perfect, but you are born to be real. So whether you want to be a successful entrepreneur or just have a small business for you, or whether you want to be in an office, and you can as well, if you have a full-time job, be an entrepreneur in your job. You don't have to necessarily have your own company. But whatever it is you do, you don't have to be perfect again, but you have to be real. So that was what I had to say today about entrepreneurship. I hope you could associate with my talk. I hope it could help you and give you some ideas of how you can achieve your goals in life. And please share with us your thoughts and your opinions about that topic. Share our video, like our video, go to our website at lifetalkslive.com, go to our Facebook page, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram account. We love to hear from you as usual, because without you, we would not exist. Have a blessed evening and God bless you. Goodbye.